So we talked a little about Draymond yesterday and some of the things that he's been saying on his podcast. And now we've got, is it Andy Rooney? More to the story? No, it's just Oswald. George Oswald?
Patton Oswald?
Somebody help me. And that's the rest of the story. Anyway, today in the San Francisco Chronicle, there was a story by Ron Kroichick about Yaxel Lendeborg. He caught up with him in Vegas yesterday. And the story was about how Yaxel feels, or whether Yaxel's even aware of some of the things that Draymond has said about him, over the last couple weeks. And it seems to me that Yaxel Lendeborg is a little bit trepidatious about some of the things that Draymond has said. And I'll just throw it to you because we don't have the quotes, obviously, on sound. We've got them in print. So Evan's got some of this right in front of him. So I just want you to listen to some of the things that Yaxel had to say about essentially Draymond coming down his road.
Yeah, shout out to Ron Kroichick of the SF Chronicle. He's at Summer League and did his due diligence after the Warriors played the Knicks yesterday. And Yaxel, by the way, had his first bad game of I think the sixth that he's played in the summer. He's been awesome. But he went to Yaxel after the game and he's writing a feature on him, kind of his unlikely story. But in the midst of it, he asked him about what he thought of Draymond Green. And, yesterday we talked about how he was kind of eerily referencing training camp. I thought he also sprinkled in a nugget about how he's going to be returning to the Warriors, because the fact that he's talking about training camp in the first place as a free agent leads me to believe he already knows. But this is what he said about the clip, Yaxel. Quote, "I got a little nervous." And apparently there was a kind of a weird laugh that Kroichick referenced. I don't know what he's talking about, man. He could be hinting at a lot of different things. Hopefully it's not the rookie hazing. I hope we keep that at a minimum. But that first line, "I got a little nervous," that did catch my eye, because it leads me to believe that there's not been much communication between these two. If he's truly nervous about, and we have a list of, again, I got to apologize for yesterday, because I thought that the clip yesterday wasn't a big deal. But after we went home, did some homework, we put together chronologically the statements that Draymond Green, just in this summer, over the last month, has made about Yaxel. And something's not adding up. And I want to see if we can get to the bottom of it today. But when, Sonny, you heard those comments, I got a little nervous about Draymond. What'd you think?
Well, I got to be honest. First of all, great job by Ron Kroichick, turning something around that's this timely. And it's funny because I got off the air yesterday. I was thinking more about Draymond and Yaxel. And I was kind of thinking, look, if I'm Yaxel Lendeborg, I'm not scared, but I was thinking I'm a little wary of what's going on right now, because I don't know Draymond Green, but I know about Draymond Green. And, he's already called me, whether it's a joke or not, an effing liar. Whether he's, was joking about typical Michigan guy, all that kind of stuff. Maybe he was joking, but we also know that Draymond's got a track record. And so what I spent some time on yesterday just thinking about is what happens when this rookie comes to training camp for the first time and he's worried about Draymond Green, quite frankly. I mean, he's kind of acknowledged that. And so he's got to go into this situation with some unknown and some discomfort. And I guess there's people out there that could say, terrific. Let's give this guy some tough love early and see if he can make it, in this league. But when I heard Yaxel say what he did, it just kind of confirmed that if I put myself in Yaxel's situation, and maybe Yaxel's done something that we don't know of. I don't know. Maybe something happened behind the scenes that we don't know of. But if I put myself in Yaxel's situation, yeah, I'm a little concerned too. I mean, Draymond Green's not just anybody. He's a 4-time NBA champion. He's got a reputation. He's had a history with teammates that has been questionable in the past. And now here's the Warriors' number one pick, the 11th pick in the draft. They've got high hopes for him. Nobody said he's the franchise, but everybody believes that this guy can play and help this team. And there's just an extra layer of crap instead of him just coming to training camp and having no worries. Like, he's going to have to deal with this at some point.
Well, and the reason why, when I slept on it, I woke up this morning feeling like I misread the chessboard, because it's clearly like he's thinking about it. And I think that this summer league, this draft, and this upcoming season, it is about Yaxel Lendeborg. And I think Draymond, in a weird way, and I don't know if he's doing it on purpose. I'm not sure if he's trying to be funny. I don't know if there's some sort of college rift between these two. That, again, Michigan State sort of deal. It's just friendly banter, rookie hazing. I'm not sure what it is. But it does feel like there's a mounting pressure on this kid to perform. And some of that has been self-imposed, right? He said, I want to be great. There's a lot of room for me to step in and play early. I've talked with Kerr about helping this team immediately. I think I can do these things. And it does feel like Draymond should be encouraging of that, to try and I think he was at first, but something has happened, Steiny, in the last few weeks, and I'm not sure what it is, but the tone on draft night from Draymond just reaching out and saying, hey, welcome, Rook. We want you to get the keys of the franchise, speaking. Something changed, and I'm not exactly sure what it is. But the tone that he's taking in some of these clips where he's talking to him on his podcast, along with, again, Yaxel saying, I just hope it's like, this is what you should and shouldn't do. I'm a little worried. Hopefully everything goes well. Those were his words to Ron Kroichick. That leads me to believe that there's something that is either lost in communication, lost in translation, but like Yaxel and Draymond aren't on the same page right now. And I don't know, maybe that gets solved in training camp. But I think it's interesting that they're kind of talking to each other back and forth through either the media or, in Draymond's case, through his own medium on his podcast. Yeah.
888-957-9570 is the number. And, I know this. There are going to be fans out there that are going to say, we're making a big deal out of nothing. Well, if that's the way you feel, that's the way you feel. But I can't believe that Dunleavy and Lacob think it's no big deal. And I didn't hear, one thing I didn't hear Yaxel Lendeborg say in that story today is, I'm not worried. No big deal.
I've talked to Draymond.
Yeah, he doesn't know where Draymond's coming from, is the bottom line. So on the other side, we're gonna play some stuff that, quite frankly, I think's been lost, in the last couple weeks. But, it's Draymond's already, I don't know what he's doing. Is he carving out his territory? Is he marking his prey? Is he I don't know.